So this is me around the back of the mountain where I thought the crater was at this now left-hand side, but in fact it was highly deceptive because it has this very, very clear volcanic peak that looked like it was just part of the ridge, like a third peak on the ridge. And that steam vent we saw was in that valley there, but on the other side. But now that we've come around here, you can see much more clearly, standing out against the skyline, the actual volcanic peak with the crater was the rightmost peak here, and it was the leftmost peak when we were around the other side. But we were seeing it as part and parcel of the ridge of volcanic hills. But now we see it very, very clearly indeed. She's a beauty, but that's nothing, because I can now see the third volcano. Just get some space through the grasses, and you can see it's clearly much higher, because even now in the summertime it's got a lot of snow up the top, and it has its own dedicated cloud cover, which usually with a volcano means these clouds will hang around the top of it. They're not just there by coincidence, it's because there's steam and smoke coming out of the crater, which helps in the formation of clouds up above the volcano. I've seen that a lot in my huge experience. And I'm only hazarding, I guess, because I'm wrong so frequently, but if I pan round just a little bit more, that may well be the fourth volcano of the 4 active volcanoes here at the bottom of Mount Topo. As I say, I believe the 5th one is the one I showed briefly at the top of Mount Topo, of Lake Topo. And the other one is the one whose name I've completely forgotten when I was going down the west coast of North Island on my way down to Wellington. That fantastic volcano in a relatively flat landscape with just stood out starkly, and that was the one I referred to as very much like New Zealand's Mount Fuji. So that would be 6. The 4 that are down here, the one at the top of Lake Topo, and the one on the west coast. It's basically a continuation of this line of mountains. In fact, if you continue them from the top of Lake Topo way up that way behind these mountains, and then come down to the one that's now out of sight, that one there, then the snow-capped one, and then that one, and then the one down on the west coast. It's a clear volcanic fault line. It was confirmed for me that the most active volcano is on White Island, and White Island is basically, you continue this line of volcanoes all the way up to the coast and go out into the South Pacific. And White Island is one of a chain of a dozen or more active volcanoes out that way. But I'm not going out there. Bugger that. I think you can go, but I'm not. Probably another couple of $100 to get a special tourist boat ride. I don't do that, you know that.